Hi friends, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to share my coloring book collection with you and what I use to color. I have amassed quite a bit of adult coloring books, and some of these I was sent for review, some were gifted to me, some I bought myself. So let's go ahead and jump into the coloring books, and then we'll talk about the things that I use to color. I really enjoy coloring, and I think that's one of my favorite things to do with my students in class, is because they use crazy wacky colors for the most, normal everyday things. This adult coloring book craze that is going on right now, I'm loving it because all of these great designers and illustrators are getting coloring books published, and I'm a fan. Summertime is like the perfect time to get an adult coloring book, to unwind, to take to the beach with you, to take it on your vacation, if you're, waiting at the airport or on a train, or you just have like that little bit of downtime. It's great. So let me go ahead and get in my collection. The first coloring book that I ever picked up, the adult coloring book, was this Mindy Designs, and I have showed most of these before, but my Mindy Designs book is kind of what I started with before I had really anything to color with outside of like normal Crayola colored pencils and just like markers, like normal, not special coloring markers, but just like regular old markers that you would use like in a kindergarten classroom. So this has kind of become my little test subject notebook. I tried out some gel pens on this page. I do have a test page set aside that I try different things as well. I even wrote on it test page, and I try out different mediums on this page. But I have colored a couple of pictures in here, and it's just kind of fun to unwind and color and just relax. So I have colored a few, and like I said, since this is the first one that I got, I really haven't spent a whole bunch of time on it. This is one of the first ones where I was just using like those basic markers. So the color payoff is really nice, but the bleed through is horrific, if you can see that. But this was the first coloring book I got, and as I figured I would be, I was obsessed. So then I got this Animal Kingdom coloring book at Michael's, and it may be a little hard to see because it is metallic lettering here. But this is the Animal Kingdoms one, and I have colored a few pages in this one. There's a whale. I started the lobster. Here's the turtle that I did. And if you follow me on Snapchat, that's where I share a lot of my finished coloring pieces. Sometimes I feature them on my Instagram, but it is pretty rare. This is probably one of my favorite ones that I've done in this Animal Kingdom book. I just really love it so much. And this is when I got my Prismacolors for the first time, and I used my blending tool, and I just think it's so pretty. But that is the second coloring book that I have, Animal Kingdom. Then I started getting coloring books for review, which I really appreciate because a lot of coloring books have like something different about them, and I like discovering like how are they going to amp it up, how are they going to make it better, am I going to love these designs better than those designs. So this is the first one that I got that had the removable colorable dust jacket on it, inside and outside. And this is Daria Song's The Time Chamber. This is a follow-up to her first coloring book that she had published. But this tells the story of this fairy, and I really love the images in this book. They're very nice. It's a tiny fairy who lives in a cuckoo clock and then kind of goes on these adventures in the outside world, like in the room where the clock was, and it has very intricate designs and stuff like that. So I really do like this one. I haven't colored anything in this yet, but it seems pretty standard as far as the weight of the paper and the tooth. I also got this one for review, Every Little Thing. It's a flat vernacular coloring book by Peyton Coswell Turner, and I did review this one. I do like this one. I believe I started coloring a picture in here. Yes, I started using some markers and coloring these cactuses right here. And yeah, I really do like this coloring book. It's very whimsical and like flowy and very organic. So if you're into that, I would recommend this one. Then I got an Uppercase subscription little coloring book here. It has 12 illustrations to color, and they're based off of books, The Secret Garden, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, The Wizard of Oz, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Peter Pan, and The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. They're just like little illustrations. So here's like one for The Secret Garden, and I will show you one that I have colored. So I colored this one, and I used a combination of mediums on this one. And then I started this candy one. And I also did this one, which I love. And that's about all I have colored in that one. Oh no, I just kid. I colored this one. Got this to review, the Paris Street Style coloring book. And I love this one because it is square. It's black with the gold foil, and it also has this elastic closure, and it has a ribbon. So it just makes it seem really luxe to me. And the images in here are like very French, and they're very like tumblery. There's this one right here that I have colored, and there's this one that I colored, and I believe I showed this one before. I really love this one, and I did smudge it right here, if you can see that. But that's what I love about coloring is, like, you know, sometimes you go out of the lines. And, you know, so those are some things that I have colored in here. Oh, there's this one. So I really do like this one. I like that it has the elastic enclosure. The cover is a little bit stiffer, and again, it has the ribbon, and it retails for $16. I got gifted the Harry Potter Magical Creatures coloring book, which I have not colored in yet. I'm terrified because I'm just scared that I'm gonna like ruin it, and I don't know, it just has the cutest little images in here. I'm sure you've all seen this one by now. But in the back, it does have full color illustrations. And they're just so magical and so pretty. But yeah, I really like this one, and I need to just do it. I need to go for it. Alice in Wonderland inspired Wonderland coloring book by Emily Shen, and I did do a complete flip through of this coloring book. So if you're interested in that, I will link that for you. But it's based off of Alice in Wonderland, but the characters are obviously a little bit different. But it's fun, and it does have the removable dust jacket. Also received this just randomly unsolicited from either the publisher or the author. I don't quite remember, but it's Live Loved, and this is like a Christian coloring book. It has quotes, of course, and then the pray and reflect pages. I have done quite a few pages in this one. We'll go ahead and get back to this one in a minute. I received this one from a little girl in my class named Aria. So thank you, Aria, for this coloring book. I got this for one of my end of the year teacher gifts, and this is the Floral Grown-Up coloring book. And this is a little bit thinner. It's a little bit cheaper. It does say on the back that it recommends putting a piece of paper in between as you're coloring. I didn't do that, because I'm probably only going to use colored pencils. I just got this last Friday, so I've only started. But yeah, it's got the blank pages, so it has a design on one side to color, and then on the back it is blank. And it does have perforations, so you can tear them out, hang them up, frame them, whatever you want to do with them. Last coloring book that I want to show you is one that I purchased myself at Barnes & Noble. It was in the bargain section. I love typography. It's just so aesthetic. And I saw this coloring book, and it's Creative Coloring Decorative Type, and I just knew I had to have it. I think it retailed for $7.98, and I don't know what it was originally priced as, but for $8 I got this huge, tall coloring book, and it has all of the typography you could possibly want inside. I did color just one page right here. And of course there's some smudges because I'm so messy, but yeah, I did color, see the smudges over here, but yeah, I really do like this. And there's one page I'm dying to color. It's so pretty. It's like the S and it has roses on it, and it's so, oh, here it is. It's so pretty. I just love it. But so those are the coloring books I have. I have one more thing to show you. I also have this set of 5 Under the Sea coloring bookmarks, and these are a lot of fun. I got these as a gift as well. And you can either keep them or give them. It came as one big sheet, but then as you rip them off, it has images on one side, and on the back it had a little quote and some images. So I think these are a lot of fun. These are great little gifts. Like, you and your friends could buy the bookmarks and then you could each have one and color it. So yeah, so I really did like this. I thought it was a really cute idea. And one day when I was sick, I stayed in bed and I was coloring a little bit. So that was a lot of fun. It's not finished yet, obviously. But great little gift, like I said, a great little craft project for you and your friends this summer. And then I'll go ahead and share with you what I use to color. First thing that I really invested in was some Prismacolors coloring pencils. I have a bunch of them, but I bought them individually because I just liked it that way. Like, I wanted to pick my own colors and I wanted to see if I really liked them. So I picked, like, I think 6 colors to start with. I got these at Michael's, like I said, individually, and I think I had like a coupon or something. But so I got the individual ones and I really do like these, and I have a whole bunch of them now. And whenever I go back to Michael's, I always check for new colors or but I was thinking I probably need to put a list on my phone of the ones that I have. And I keep my colored pencils in this cute little pouch. It actually came with like 3 markers that you could color the pouch, but I just like it like this, and it has like the little purple zipper. But yeah, I have a whole bunch of colored pencils, and they do have their little Prismacolor number on them. So I'll either take a picture of the numbers, like I lay them all out where I can see the numbers and take a picture, or I need to make a list on my phone. So I can pick up different colors, but I have quite a good variety now, I feel like. There's a couple that I would like to replace, like my little green, and my yellow is like that too. They're my shortest colors, but I already have a backup of 1008, which is this purple color, this violet, but I don't really even need it. But yeah, so I like the Prismacolors for sure for colored pencils. I definitely think they're worth the investment because it does have the blending stick, which is just like this no color clear. It helps you blend or make a more smooth color. So this is definitely, it's colorless, but when you color over top over other colors, it's really worth it. Then actually before I even got my Prismacolors, I had this German brand of fine tip fine liners that I got at Target, and this is a pretty popular brand for people who color, but the tip is very fine. It's very fine, and it's an interesting shape. It's like a triangular type shape, the actual pen itself, but I have the basic set of the basic colors. But these marker pens, I actually had these for my planner and for journaling, and it just crossed over really well into doing fine detailing and coloring. So this is what I actually used to color the cactus with. And in this book, which I'll show you right now, I use this to color the quotes. So right here, I used those pens. For this part, I used the pens. For, let's see, for other ones that I've done, I've used the pens. Oh, for this one, I used the pen. So this one, I use the pen. So for the quotes in this one, I'm using this thing. Like I said, I got it at Target. It was a little pricey. I think it was like $25, but they work really well and they don't crush easily, and the color payoff is really good, and they're lasting quite a while. So I've been using these for that, and I really like them. Then I technically got my Prismacolors Opaque marker set, and they have a broad tip. I will show you. It comes in a little container like this, so it has all of these colors. It's 18 colors, and they're a broad tip, and like this. It does have a broad tip, and they are marker-like, but the cool thing about these is they actually show up, and it has like a paint-like finish, and I wasn't quite sure. The only thing that kind of bums me out about this is when I bought the set, my red was dried out. Like, I have never been able to use the red, and it doesn't even work. So it's great for demonstration purposes, but not for coloring purposes. So if you can see that, it is like a paint like finish. So that's really good for like crafting or making cards or coloring. What I have done with these is I use them to outline, and then I use my colored pencils to actually fill in. Last but not least, gel pens. I have been wanting gel pens forever, and I have some gel pens in this pencil pouch as well. These I was actually gifted, and I was so glad I was, because it like confirmed that I really needed some gel pens. Not sure if that's all of them. But I got these gel pens, and they're actually scented gel pens, which just makes it like double fun when you're coloring. But I am obsessed with these, and I actually want more. I don't know where she got them, but as you can see, my green is almost empty. So, and they're all sparkly colors, but this one smells like apple and strawberry and blue raspberry and peach and pineapple, and they're super fun, and they work really well. I'll show you some of that in a minute. So I knew I needed to invest in some gel pens, so I went to Michael's because I had a 50% off coupon, and that is like the mythical coupon at Michael's. I don't think I've ever seen a coupon for more than 50% off. The huge set of gel markers. It is 100 gel pens, not markers, and it comes in this awesome case that you can, it's not the easiest case to open, but it comes like this. It has a little like triangular piece here, and what's cool about it is you stick it through the bottom, and it towers the pens for you, and it's like a little caddy of colored pencils. And they actually had them organized like kind of rainbowish, but I actually dumped all of the pens out and organized them how I want them, and I just, oh, it's so satisfying having this many gel pens. I think the color payoff is really good. It has a lot of the pastels and the regular colors. It has neon colors, it has glitter colors, so, and it has a lot of good like flesh tones, and it was totally worth it. It was $49.99, so $50, and I got it for $25 for 100 gel pens, which is just amazing, I feel like. So this was a really good deal, and I'm really happy I got these. And it's kind of, there we go. All right, there we go. So my 100 gel pens, I hope I don't run out anytime soon, which I don't think I will. But yeah, I really am so happy about these. I did post about these on my Twitter because the coupon ended that day. I'll just go through again this book because I've really colored in this the most. Let's see, the first picture I used these, the German brand marker sets. I used this for the quote, and then I used my Prismacolors for this flower detailing around the edge. One that I used, again, I used the markers for the quote on the inside. And for the flowers, I used the paint like markers, the recollection paint like markers for the edge. And then I used my Prismacolor colors for the inside of the flower. And then for the leaves, I used the recollections markers. So that's what that one came out like. This is another one, pretty much the same as the last. I used the German fine tip for the quote. I outlined a couple of things with the paint like finish markers, and then I filled in with the colored pencils. Same thing here. I used the fine tip markers for the quote. I used a couple of the paint like finishes for the flowers up here, and then I filled in using my Prismacolors. Let's see. This one, I mainly used Prismacolors, the fine tip markers, and just on the purple flowers, I used the paint like finish markers just on these purple flowers right here. And then, let's see, this is all gel pen. The gel pens, the scented ones. And then I have a couple of other ones that, oh, this one is completely done with the scented gel pens. I really like how that one turned out. I also did this one with the gel pens completely. As you could tell, they're glittery. It's nice and shiny, but I did these with the gel pens as well. And then there's one other one I started to do with the gel pens. Definitely colored a lot in that one. And then my new gel pens that I just got, I don't know the brand of it, but like this, and it towers. But on the lid, it just says gel writer. So that's what that says. So hopefully you can find those if you're looking for gel pens. Page that I did in this one, the A, that's what I used those gel pens on. And I was just trying to like try out some different colors, and I was just really excited because I got the gel pens and this book on the same day, and I was like, yes. So that's what those gel pens kind of look like. They're really pretty colors. It does have a slight bleed through, but not like too bad. I don't know if you'll even be able to see it, but it does have the very slightest, not like really bleed through, but I guess bleed through. So I guess it does have a little bit of bleed through, but yeah, so just be careful with the gel pens. But yeah, that's my coloring book collection as of right now and what I use to color. I hope this has been helpful. Like I said, I did do a complete flip through of the Alice in Wonderland inspired coloring book Wonderland by Emily Shen, and I'm more than happy to do any other complete flip throughs or partial flip throughs that you're interested in. Just let me know in the comments below if you want to see any of these coloring books in particular, or if you're looking for a certain design, or you have any other questions or anything like that. Just let me know in the comment section down below, or find me on Twitter at LavenderMud or on Instagram at LavenderMud. But that's all I really wanted to share with you today. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye! I don't know how many times I touched my hair in this video. Probably 1,000.